Hey guys, welcome back, F Esc here, and today we have Snowrunner, third video in the series for driving and gameplay. So 3 out of 3, we are done with learning about Snowrunner. So let's jump into the game and right away, let's get it straight. There will be 40 tips and tricks. I will list them quite quickly. If you have any questions, if you need any additional information, most likely you don't, just point point are you point out which question you have for which of these 40 points, and I'll try to answer. Otherwise, let's jump right to the point number 1, which is get to know grass. And reason is simple. I will just try to show you. For example, here, if you know how reed looks like, there's most likely there will be mud. If there is soft green, nice grass, that's safe passage to go. Easy to understand when you get to know the game, but I'm giving out from basic to expert tips here, all right? So tip number 2 is learn the trees. This is similar. Let's take a look around. These bright trees I can run over with cars. These darker trees are really indestructible. The same goes for stump. So when it's important to understand which trees you can run over and which you need to avoid, and trust me, the faster you learn, the better you will get. Point number 3 is roads are suggestions. That's just keep that always in mind. For example, this is again nice spot. This is the road. I would say avoid this at all costs. Both sides, any side will be better than the road. And there are many cases like this where driving next to road is better option, right? That leads us to point number 4. How to know what is good for you. Thumb of rule is rule of thumb of rule. I never get to learn which one is the correct one. Whenever you see rocks are the best sign for you. Not only like I'm speaking about cliffs, like literal cliffs, that's basically like asphalt, that's good grip. If it's in a river, you will have no problem. When you see big rocks, you need to be careful with speed, but it means you will have traction. When you have such little ones, it also means traction. And there's also a ground that is flat, but it's like with small little rocks all the way. It's again good perfect grip. So rocks are literally in this game. Only problem with rocks is speed, but well, you will be towing a lot of heavy things, so you will be slow anyway. So always, whenever I see I will be driving over rocks, good sign. Tip number 5 is glow is dangerous, and this is just crossed my mind. There are 3 types of glow, to be honest. One is literally water is glowing, like reflection. Second is ice is glowing, that's zero traction, that's really slippery. And third, there are sometimes that trickery that the mud, when no one has driven, it's literally plank, but it is glowing. You will see in the sunlight, it glows. And when it glows, it means it's a deep mud. So anything that glows, just avoid it, all right? Of course, when you see a wet asphalt, that's not a problem, but otherwise, be careful. That's why there's a tip for it. Tip number 6, this is, yes, size matters. And now I actually realized when I wrote down this, what it actually means. It is simple. At the beginning, and especially with scouts, you have a tiny car, a small car in terms of length. So when both of all 4 of your wheels are in the mud, you are basically, you are in trouble, okay? You need to get out. But when you get cars that are way bigger, in length mostly, in most cases you will be at least 2 or 4 wheels all the time out of the mud already. And if you have full wheel drive, you understand, you get out of the problem easily. So this is something that gets tricky, that the size, when we are talking about problem points, these are also locally like small puddle of mud or river or something. If you have bigger car than that, that will be never a problem. Anyways, let's move on. Point number 7, we have don't crush the trees. So remember, these trees we learned we can crush them. What else can we do with these? We can also use them as pointers. So sometimes you are going one way and you can bypass the tree or run over it. And if you run over it and there's a muddle and you need to come back, let's say with supplies and a trailer, and there's a mud, there's nothing else to get your winch attached to. So remember, these trees that can be destroyed can also be used for, they can save you. So don't specifically drive over them, or if you know that you're not coming back. And keep in mind that all these trees are kind of regrow when the map refreshes. I don't know when it happens because it's either the day or either you change the other map. I haven't noticed yet. They are coming back. It's not like destroyed for all the time, but if you're coming back in a moment, better keep those trees there so they might help you. All right, abuse winch. This is something I will quickly show you. Remember, there's a fast keyboard for winch. One of the ways is pressing V and then manually attach point what you want to attach. But second one is literally you can press F and it will attach to the point where you are kind of looking. All right, that's one of the ways. When you go through the model, hit F and see if it attaches you to the tree you want to tow and just move along. But that's not only. We also have hills. When you have driving sideways or something where you have trouble or you think you will turn around, like start rolling over, attach your car to the, let me show you how it goes, attach to the tree, and then if the hill is downside there, you will never start rolling because your one of the side is really attached. You swing by, and the same goes for mud, like many cases. The more you will see the game, you will understand that winch is actually a lifesaver, right? So that's why I say abuse. It's not like abuse, it's like use a lot. Same goes here. Abuse handbrakes. Game has really nice physics, but once it comes to handbrake, it's literally ridiculous. Your car is slipping down, there's no traction, nothing. If you hit the handbrake, suddenly in I don't know, half a meter, every car literally stops. Like, no, handbrake means that car is going nowhere. And it's to the point where you can abuse when you have a trouble navigating or something. Use handbrake for those cases where you want to rethink or attach winch or something. It's just absolutely needed. All right, we have next point as point number 10. We have thinking geometry. Geometry. I'm bad with that word, but anyways, look at this. I have this example set up here. Always, when you drive a car, imagine you have 4 points. Every corner of your car, close to that, is one of the wheels. And imagine, I'm trying to, can you see? Yes, you can see. And imagine what happens if you drive over one big rock with one wheel. What happens is all that side will go up. If you go and there's a big ramp or hole, one side is going down, what will happen with the car? Literally, this game, I don't know if you can imagine and project how it happens, but when I play, it's all the time happening in my head. When I have a trailer where the weight is going, and imagining that my car is literally a square with 4 pointers, this is always, doesn't matter if you have two wheels at the back, if there will be rock, both of them will go up, which means my car will start swinging. So always think of what will happen next in this game. This literally is, I don't know, I can't explain more. And yeah, how my brother put it in this way: when you have problems with hills, go upside or downside the hill. it's like when you have side of the car up and down, your car will start rolling, you see, because the car easier rolls like this than if you get the idea. It's kind of basic physics, but I know a lot of people just hate physics until this game comes out. All right. All right, let's speed up a little bit because we have a lot of points. Point 11 is exactly speed kills. Speed kills in many ways. Most of the ways you will lose your cargo and your car will be crashed upside down and you will have to recover. But also speed kills when you drive over rocks, speed kills when you drive over trees in the mud. That also, if you have too high speed, if you couldn't hit the brake and hit the stumps, any obstacle you hit in high speed will damage your car and lower your chance to get to the goal. So if you often just, I don't know, use the same handbrake and winch and think through and do it step by step slowly, every situation can be solved quite easily. That's the thing. Don't rush, okay? Point number 12. CF escape. This is something game teaches you how to use fuel station, fuel pump. You drive in, then you open up fuel and press and hold F, then bar fills up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You will see there's another trick. You can, when you open the fueling screen, hit F once, twice, or 3 times. It depends how much fuel you need. It's way faster, and you literally can fill up your full car. Just hit escape and you keep running. I literally do that when there's time at the event or something, or I don't know, why waste time in fuel station, and you keep running. Your car never stops. Actually, you can do that, full the fuel without stopping. So refuel and repair fully stocks up. It means when you have additional things, for example, I have this spare tire, and if I use it up, or if you have gasoline on your car attached, or there's scouts have all those additional supplies, they will always fill up whenever your car is filled up. It means in fuel stations you can fill them up, and also in supply repair spots you can get your car will be repaired, and you also will be refueled. Actually, that's the next point. So all that happens, don't worry about that. It's there. That's how the game handles it. So yeah, the point number 14, this is the service. Whenever you see such icon, this is service hub. Sometimes it's called service, there's another name for it, service repair zone. In here, when you drive over, your car will automatically be repaired, and also every repair stock you have in a car also will be full. So keep in mind, these are repair zones. This is across all the maps, all the zones. This is where you can repair your car as well. Tip number 15. Trailer after trailer winch. So the thing is simple. You can attach trailer right here at the end of your car and literally have car and trailer. But remember, you have also a winch. You can attach anything to your car or to your trailer. So you can have up to three vehicles, 3 flatbeds or whatever trailers you are towing. So here you can have things, then you have one trailer, and then at the end of your trailer, using a winch, you can attach another trailer. The trailer will be going around because it doesn't use the brakes of your car and all that, but you can have 2 trailers attached to your car, and that's absolute maximum because you can use only one winch, right? You can't tie more of these, but just an idea how you can get a lot of things moved around. Point number 16, there's a trick, I call it 2+1 crane. It's not with this car, but any car where you have flatbed and you can attach a small crane, you can put two stuff, like this is two slots, two slots there, and then you can, with crane, pick up the third one and never let it go. Just keep it hanging over the car, or put it down and press so all three things are in a car. That leads to you going around without any trailer with 3 slots of items. Cool, right? I know, that's why we have these tips and tricks. That leads to point number 17. When you need to deliver those items, you will need to unload the ones that are packed, and then from the crane put it down, pack it and deliver, because you can't give in unpacked items. Get the idea? You get the idea. Point number 18. 19. Jesus Christ, I'm bad with numbers. Dangerous water level is not instant. This is something I was afraid all the time. When you are in deep water, there's a marker saying dangerous level, and then it goes up if you go deeper. When you reach the danger level, don't be scared of that. It will tick, and in some, I don't know, every 5 seconds give you minus 25 for your engine, which means if you go through and you see that you will be out soon, don't be afraid. It's not like instant engine killer. I thought it is, but it's not. It's literally, if you have a really powerful engine, it takes a lot of time and you can go through really deep water. So yeah, it's not instant kill. Point number 19, it is plan logistics. So plan logistics is something I will try to show. Of course I can't. Everything is done here. It is when you have a quest and there is upcoming use, you can see already next. This is a lot of things, but most of these, there's a quest and there will be follow-up supplies needed. And if you can't track them yet because they're locked, but you can check that you will need steel, for example, and you can, in one way, because maybe steel is right on the same path, you can attach trailer and pick up items you don't need yet for this step, and you give in some, I don't know, wooden planks, and right away next one is steel needed and you have already steel. So game is literally playing around, and you can be smart and just, yeah, bring everything right away what you need. So that's the idea about planning logistics. Point number 12, we are in the middle. Okay, we are running good. Abuse map for resources. So, oh yeah, the maps, the keyword is for maps. Many times, remember, every region will have items here, but for example here, this is a good example. There is a gateway to Black River, and in Black River we have right from the tunnel next to, in town storage, available steel. And there was a quest with steel needed in this dam, and you can also, I think it was here, you can try to pick up steel from warehouse, you see, going up the all long hill, or other way. Think of a region map and you drive out of this current map, pick what you need and come back. Many times it is easier and faster, especially if you have open road, you know the road, there is no danger, it's not long, it's not... Anyways, you get the idea. You can get resources from other maps. This is amazing. But there's a problem. Tip number 21 is you can't see other map objectives. Let me see if I can do it. I think it will not work like here. Yeah, it is not working. So when you are in a map in the same region, I just noticed it's a bit stupid, but once you go on other map, one thing, you can't plan a road already there, but I was clicking and there was no additional, like if I click on a resource, it doesn't show me where it is because my car is in another map. So that was something I was disappointed. From global map, now I see another region, I can do that. But once you are in next to the map, I was a little bit frustrated that Now I'm thinking, what was the problem maybe this time? Maybe there's something else, but yeah, sometimes these resources were not tracked. Now I'm rethinking this, but okay, I need to come back to point number 21 and see what was the issue that time. But I just wrote it down when I had it, so I can share with you. So next one is something for keyboard users. You know that you can switch to the gear. Look at the, oh, I'm sitting right where is gearbox. But anyways, the idea is you press shift and then use mouse, right? From shifting from auto to lower gear to higher gear. And sometimes the mouse is really problematic, but you can also use shift and arrow keys to switch gearbox. And then there's no problem. There's no lag if your mouse is glitching with borderless window or something. Just, yeah, you can switch gears with arrows. Pressing shift still. And point number 23 is Alt F4 is for kittens. Yes, I say kittens. It means it's a little trick. Please don't abuse it. If your car gets, you drive some long road and your car close to the end gets rolled over and everything is in problem, or I don't know, you fell in a river. Automatically exiting the game the game is saving time after time, and if you close the game right when disaster happens, you load back and you will have in previous autosave some, I don't know, minutes ago, and you will save troubles coming back and saving your car. So as I said, this trick is for kittens. Yes, kittens. Point number 24 is check queue different levels. So this is something, I have this car as well. In front of gearbox. Anyways, you know the drill. When you are in mud, you have off-road gearbox, you can set in lower gear and then adjust plus or minus, right? My advice is always switch between them, especially when you're in deep mud and going through, because sometimes when it's a really deep mud, you don't want to get stuck deeper. You need to select low minus gear. It means you will be slower, but you will not get stuck. Sometimes the mud is not that deep and there's no need for that slow rolling, and you can have low plus. So, and literally only between selecting them you understand which of them gets you faster further. There's no other way. I tested it many times. No deepness, no color, no nothing can determine which of those gears will be for this situation. Just test them out. So that's why I say Q, that's different differential lock, and you need to use lower gears for that. Point number 25. Crane doesn't go, it literally it doesn't go full circles around. Just sometimes I'm just throwing some items and something, and accidentally I do a full turnaround, and then I press the crane and it doesn't move, and I panic, and then like, oh, it's that. It's basically that's how far it goes. I need to go back. Just a small thing, but keep that in mind. I'm speaking about big crane. It doesn't rotate just like spinner. It has limits. That's what I'm saying. Point number 26. Crane operator. This is something I should definitely show you. Damn it. I'm not prepared for this one. Let me quickly show you. So the crane you can operate in two different ways. One of them is, yeah, let's have it. So let me demonstrate. One of them is like this. You see literally the end of your crane. This is the third person way, and I just accidentally pressed and saw that if you switch to first person mode, then the crane actually gives you way better angle to manage your crane. So that's it. When you use crane as operator, switch to first person. It will look like this. Otherwise, you sometimes will get stuck in the woods and something, and it's, yeah, that's my advice. Simple as that. All right, let's get back to this car. Point number 27. Crane. Okay, crane. You can't load with the crane anything in other cars or trailers for that matter. I don't know if that game actually was meant to do like that, but everything falls through. Even if it doesn't at first, when you switch the cars to pack the items, they will fall through. All the Reddit was full with that. There's a workaround how to do it. The workaround is simple. You get a crane, you attach trailer to it, not with the winch, but actually attach right here. Then it comes full vehicle. Then you use a crane, load in the trailer, then you can deattach the trailer, and then the trailer can be picked up with other vehicles. That's the only way how successfully you can utilize crane and a lot of supplies running around. Right? Cool. Point number 28. I'm embarrassed saying how much time it took for me to actually check that mouse wheel zooms in and out. Didn't know that, but now you know. Point number 29 is heavy drags light. This is quite simple. We are speaking about nothing else but everything. Trailers, trailers, cars, anything. If you need to drag something, pick heaviest car, because if you are doing other way around, you will get nowhere. That's literally nowhere, right? So keep that in mind. Bigger, heavier cars can lift lighter ones, not other way around, right? Cool. Okay, let's move on. What do we have then? Point number 30. Cheat quest items. Yeah, this is something I'm not proud of. Haven't done it, but my brother, he said, yeah, you want to? Here you go. This is the knowledge. There are some quests. I will just quickly show you. There was a quest. You need to pick up 3 barrels and deliver here. One is next to the quest giver, and 2 of them are really far away. What you can do is pick the closest, deliver it, reset the quest. So here again, new barrel will pop up, but it doesn't erase what you have delivered already. So you literally can, the closest barrel with resetting 3 times deliver, quest is done. That's how it's done. If you really are lazy, that's how it is done. All right, tip number 31, crane and switch shares rope. Yeah, this is something important, really important to know. White Western, it's, you see, when you have a crane, I will attach something. Oh yeah, is it stuck? Come on. Sometimes it gets stuck. Yeah, you see, it is actually attached. The winch was not visible. Now it is. So this winch, check what happens if I am... Come on. That's what I said about crane operating. Come on. What I'm doing? Sorry. Let me start over. So you can attach like this, and this is one rope for a crane, but if you want to attach another, you actually can't. It's the same. If you use, for example, let me use winch. Yeah, there is no lol what I'm doing. So if you want to use a winch to tie yourself or pull out of the mud, this other rope will be released. It's literally, you can have only one rope. Either it's from crane, either it's from other side of the car. That's how it works. And also, just did I mention? No, I didn't mention. Yeah, whenever you switch a cars, all winches will be automatically disappear. Let me show you how it happens. Oh yeah, I have attached. Fine. Let me. Okay. Where is the crane? Why I can't? Seriously, I'm a little bit. Okay, I will use this car. This car will be. I'm trying to demonstrate something that simple. Where the fuck is? Start the engine like this, and you see we are changing tracks. Boom, there's no more winch. Simple as that. Why I had trouble showing that, I don't know, because I'm dumb. All right, crane can be used as a balance. This is something also you will need. How to say? If you are going on a hilly area, you can use the crane. You see, I'm literally at that side. There's weight put on it. So yes, and I can still drive a car. So in this case, I will not get on that side because the crane is kind of keeping a balance to it. Okay, not here, not now, but you get the idea. Don't do that. That's painful to watch. Okay, crane can be used as a balancer. Okay, that's the key point. Point number 33 is towing car helps. This is something the game never tells you, but when you are towing, let me demonstrate. If the car has running engine and fuel, see what happens. Yeah, let's remove. See what happens if I just start slowly moving. You see, the winch is not towing. Actually, that bigger car is driving, and if I go other way, it also goes away. Which means if you tie cars together, they actually help. If they are capable of running, they will help you. And also turn the corners and all that. That's important to notice, because if they're out of fuel or engine is broken, it will be towed a little bit differently. Alright, point number 34 is dual scout repair trick. This is something specific. Again, my brother came up with this brilliant idea. Crazy guy. So it works like this. You have a scout, you need to repair a car, you literally need to repair, and it's broken a lot. You see, there is 300 repair only, right? And car, if it's totally broken, it needs more. What you can do, buy another such scout, have another set of repair attachment, and literally use the previous principle, tie it behind you, your back. There's no driver in it, but it will be a driving car, and you can drive pretty kind of wilder than if you want to tow a repair trailer or something, right? So literally you tow another car with you, fully fueled, literally I can take out from here. But the thing is, at the destination, you will have 2 sets of repair kits. That's basically the trick, if you're really lazy with repair trailers. All right, point number 35. Discover trailers. I think I can show you how it is, because I haven't discovered all of them. For example, here, you see, I know that there's a trailer, but it is grayed out. It is not discovered. I need to drive next to it. Why you need to do that? First of all, you will learn also what's in the trailer. I think you don't know yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to check that as well. But most important is you will have experience points. That's, yeah, I'm right. When you have undiscovered, you have no clue what is in there. I think I'm still not convinced. Yeah, none of them show the resources, and they can't be all empty. They can, but mostly they are not. So yeah, you will have experience and you get to know what is in them, because these are fuel, but flatbed. No, seriously, they're all empty? Gave me empty trailers. You bastards. Okay, they might be also empty. But experience points will be given anyways, so that's useful for discovery. Point number 36. Sell an unused / old trailers. Another quick example, what I'm talking about is, you see, I'm done in Michigan. These trailers cannot be towed to other region. They're just sitting there. So the idea is, once you are, while you are still operating there, you can use those trailers. So be careful with selling. So sell just unused. But once you are done with the region, this is literally sitting money right here. See, I need to drive here, sell it, and I have thousands in my pocket. And you can have quite a lot of money because there's a lot of trailers, right? Point number 37 is more cars in empty maps. Empty maps is something I just came up with the idea. Empty means there's no garage. So you see, there's a garage, there's a fuel station, it's all fine. But for example, this island lake, there's no garage, there's nothing. So that's where you really will be doing a favor for yourself if you don't come with just one car. Attach fuel to another car, attach repair trailer to another car. I don't know, drive some heavy that can pull out if you get in trouble, and then operate with many cars in such areas where you don't have garage. I was afraid of the map because I knew there's no garage. At the end, one of the easiest maps ever. Right, moving on. Crane and flatbed is must have. This again comes suggestion from my brother, but I also agree totally because I have the same idea. Such car with flatbed and crane literally is a saver whenever your car gets rolling, you know, and your resources are on the ground. You come next to it, you turn your other car around, a crane, put in flatbed and drive back home like a winner and deliver the goods. So this kind of car, at least one, just a savior, is kind of needed, and I used it not quite a lot, but sometimes. So maybe this also tip helps for you. Tip number 39 is refuel not only from tankers. So the tankers is, how to explain? How about I demonstrate right away? So not only, damn it, why it's night? Not only from actual tankers where there's a fuel you can refuel, but you can also refuel from car to car. At least you should be able. Let me check. Refuel, and you see none of them have fuel tankers, but if you, I don't know, if that car is broken or you know you will be recovering it, it actually makes sense that if this crane, or actually other way around, you done your quest with a crane, this crane is not needed, you can't tow anything, it's useless. What you do is you pump out everything from the crane before you recover. So now I have Pacific fully fueled and up and running, and it happens in every situation when you need to tow a car and there's no fuel. It provides you an option to split your existing fuel with other cars, so it also runs. Might be useful for you. And last tip is just a note from I think everyone who played this game is low trailers, and low I mean there are this low bed that literally is almost like millimeters above the ground. This game is really hills and mud and everything, and that kind of trailer is, there's 0 to none missions and roads where it can be utilized. It literally, everything that is high clearance will be more preferable. Just simple advice. There's, I don't know, you can see asphalt is literally from here to here. Then we have mud, it's asphalt. Up to here, then we have mud, then we have, it's all the time. This game is literally about you putting in tough situations. And these low flatbed, flat trailers, only if you exactly know what you're doing and showing, I don't know where, sometimes flat ground. And basically that's it. These are 40 tips from my experience and also from my brother and friends. So last but not least, just a suggestion, play as you like, because there's no right or wrong. There will be more efficient, many times travel but safer, or one time towing, I don't know, 3 trailers, 2 trailers, something. There's no right way. There's always, if you want challenge, if you don't want to go twice, if you want to ride big cars, it's all there. The game literally allows you to explore and fulfill your wildest Snowrunner, mud runner dreams. So go for it. And the most important part is to enjoy. I'm giving these advices so you don't get frustrated, you don't run in problems, you don't start, I don't know, smashing your keyboard. But at the end, it's up to you how and what to do, right? Thanks for watching. This was Morris, and as always, there will be more videos coming up for Snowrunner. I will share some secret locations and cars and all that, because I find those videos as also useful. So they are coming up soon, and means we will meet in next videos. Cheers and goodbye.